But over those years, I've developed relationships with several key people that have now turned into either Division I coaches, professional scouts, or a lot of people have played the game professionally as well. So I've kept in contact with them. I've been doing the travel game for probably, I think it's my eighth or ninth year right now. We started when our boys were 6 years old. Well, my role is, you know, to make sure that the kids get to where they belong. And a lot has to do with being able to evaluate the student athlete as a player, as a person, and as a student as well. So my job is a never-ending situation. I have to keep up with their grades. I have to keep up with their personal life, what they're doing off the field, and as well as how hard they're working athletically. Well, for me, a day in the life of that is very fun for me. I really enjoy it. I'm passionate about it. It's the best part of my day, to answer your question. It's the absolute best part of my day when I talk to colleges. I try and keep in communication with 20 to 30 schools on a 2 to 3 times a week basis via email, text, or personal phone conversations. So that's basically what a day, you know, we'll talk on the phone. Having our website up and being able to reference players and watch their videos while I'm on the phone with schools is very important. I think the approach that we take is we put it in the athlete's hands, because, you know, as a father as well, I can say, oh, I want my son to go here, I want my son to go there, but it's about what the student athlete wants to do. So we find out what really they want to do, we make sure it's a good fit for them, and then we stay in contact with them all the time, between myself, Coach Stone, yourself, and we're always keeping them in the mix of that. We'll reach out to them and get them video on how talented our players really are, and I think that really puts us one step ahead of everyone else. The constant communication. I think with anything in life, you know, passionate communication is very important. And with my role, you know, a lot of people say, wow, you know, you're talking to all these schools, you're putting in all this time, you're putting in all this effort. I absolutely love it. I'm passionate about it. And at the end of the day, when I tell parents, if they thank me or if Coach Stone or thanks me, it's not about me. You know, you thank the athlete. He's the guy that's getting it done, you know.
The contacts that he has is tremendous. I mean, he's always making new contacts with different recruiters in different schools in different regions. So you're not just limited to, you know, the few schools in the Midwest. It's starting to expand nationwide, really.
Recruiting starts probably right around the freshman year. For some kids, as we go on in the process, I think it's even going to start a little bit earlier. But again, that's elite being one step ahead of the competition. A lot of people say, well, why do you start them so young? Can you give me one reason why not to? Why would you not get them involved and get schools to know the student athlete, both talent-wise on and off? But how it starts is, you know, we'll sit down with our freshman parents after the freshman season is completed, and we'll get together a list of 5 schools that we both feel is a good fit for the athlete, both academically and athletically. We'll come in, we'll ask them their 5 dream schools, and we'll then contact those schools, or we'll readjust the list and let them know, well, we think that this is going to be a better fit for whatever reason. We'll contact the schools, we'll put them in position to be seen by the schools. Throughout the fall, we travel to several different universities and have private workouts with the schools in front of their coaching staffs. We'll have them at a lot of our personal showcases just for elite, and that's basically the start of the recruiting process for them.
Through our personal process, Rich Ruffolo and the elite staff would contact the schools or the prospective schools that maybe expressed interest, and in my case with my son Mac, it was Duke and Northwestern. And in that process, we have conversations with Rich, explain to him what we would like, or what our needs are, or what our expectations are, and he would generally contact the universities that we're interested in, set up meetings, be the liaison between us and the coach, so we can convey information back and forth. And in our particular case, we were fortunate enough to set up recruiting trips with Duke. We went down to Duke. He set up the entire process.
Going into their sophomore year, I will then compile letters for them constantly through the off season, keeping in touch with the coaches and the recruiters all the time. But the biggest thing is to stay in touch and keep constant contact with these colleges and let them know how the student athlete is doing and the progress that they're making both on and off the field.
Kentucky was always my #1 choice of where to go to school. I always liked them, and then when they finally started recruiting me, it was nice. But when they got that offer and Coach Ruffolo doing all this stuff, it was really relieving knowing that I had great people that were able to help me out and be able to work and get my goal to play at Kentucky. When they were at all of our stuff in the fall, our pro day, college day, our term down in Florida, he was out there running around. When I was up to bat, he'd be running around calling them, telling them to come over, texting them, just letting them know what I'm doing and handing out all the stats, my grade point average, my transcripts, all that, giving them all the stuff, really just talking to them, getting in their ear about me and letting them know what's going on with me.
I mean, Rich has the personality that he is very engaging and can, corner. And nice thing for Rich is that he's seen a lot of our 16-year-olds and as the head coach of the 15s, where he really has pretty good knowledge of our kids and what they can do too. And then obviously with the willingness of him to go ahead and organize all these contacts and to be able to work through a variety of different people. I mean, at high levels, and I think that's important piece of the puzzle. I mean, it's a combined package that I know that Justin's really put together to offer the best for students and players and their families to have a chance to reach that dream of playing college baseball at that elite level, at the highest level.
We've had a lot of exposure, and Justin has helped him along with Rich to put him in the right position, get him the exposure that he needed, keep developing him as a player. It's just Rich's passion and caring, and he just, like I said, Joey really connected with him. He's become part of our family. It's more than just baseball. It really is.
Merging with Elite and having the opportunity to hold the position that I do with the organization is without a doubt the best thing that has happened to me and the players that I coach since I've been involved in coaching travel baseball. Justin Stone has created a unique opportunity for myself and our entire organization to be a part of what I take pride in saying is one of the very best from top to bottom in the entire country. Working with all of our staff and the players in this organization is truly an honor. I am extremely confident that we will stay as passionate and driven as ever to help create some unbelievable opportunities for as many young men as we possibly can.